Vroom, vroom.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to RevLimit Racing. Again, my name is Will, and Studio 397, the folks at LMU and Motorsport Games, gave us the 1.3 update news, and I think this is going to be a pretty good update that we're getting on March 31st. March 31st GMT, 10 a.m. most likely, I believe it will release, which will be here in the States, 5 a.m. But let's just take a little look at what we're going to see here in the new update coming on March 31st. So one of the first things that we're going to receive, of course, is the final ELMS Pack 3 update. This gives us the Duquesne for the LMP3 class, the final card to round off the LMP3 class right there to go with the Ligier and the Ginetta. Well, I believe that these cars in this class is a good step up into prototype and hypercar racing for a lot of folks who are coming over from ACC and don't feel comfortable jumping into a hypercar just yet. So if you want to learn a little bit, you'll have this class of car for the full LMP3 to help out with that. And I think that also we're going to receive some just LMP3 online races soon. I can't confirm this, but I feel like when they release something like this, they really want us to jump into it and have fun with it. So be on the lookout for those type of races coming up in the dailies, or maybe even some special event. Maybe it could come, but I think that, you know, the LMP3 class is a good step into, if you're going from GT3s and you want to learn some prototype, this is definitely a good way to do that. Also within this update, we're getting the final ELMS circuit, the Circuit de Barcelona, the Circuit de Catalunya Barcelona. This is one of my favorite circuits to race. That front straight, I think, is like almost a kilometer long. It is technical. It does have its corners and this and the third, but I feel like for a lot of us who got into sim racing, first thing that we kind of saw, especially like for me at least, was, you know, watching F1 go around this track, and I thought it was a pretty cool track. And then, you know, learning this track as well and just having fun with it is a pretty awesome track. But they will not be giving us the final chicane version. They're giving us that swooping corner into the right-hander, and then going into that little mid-straight, and then back into the full right-hander before you hit the full front straight there. So this will be pretty cool and awesome to race on very soon. So I definitely see a lot of us having a lot of fun at this track. We also receive a few key updates within this as well. We're going to get some additional new layouts coming for Paul Ricard, Imola, Silverstone, and I believe Spa. So with the Paul Ricard update, we're going to get that back straight and a few others. Now, I didn't know this, but if you, or maybe some of you guys already knew, Paul Ricard has 200 different layouts for that circuit. Just take a look at this picture here. Like, look how many different layouts are just in this circuit. So that, I thought that was pretty cool and awesome. And we also are going to receive within this ability for a lot of the intermediate races, the silver races, for ELMS to have an expanded grid size. So we're going from, I believe, from 38 to 44 that he said. So that would be pretty cool. And I think that, you know, when you expand the grid and folks are jumping into the ELMS, especially maybe around some prototype racing, we're going to have a little bit of, what did Steven say?
Chaos.
Right. So we get a little bit of that. So we're going to have fun, but just, hey, try to drive safe, everyone. Maintain those green and blue badges. No warnings and no probational periods, please, none. What else did we get in this? We got the true force and haptic feedback, so a little bit around that. If you are a Logitech user, the true force will allow you to get more feeling of the road, tires, and everything. The slip a little bit in the hands, so you can be able to feel that in the wheel. If you have a haptic like I do, I utilize the Next Level Racing HF8, so you'll be able to feel that as well. But it's not just for those aspects, you know, with the Logitech and maybe just the haptics, but if you have a different sim setup, maybe SimMagic, Ace-Attack, Moza, Conspit, Fanatec, that's the name, you know, the big ones that I can think of, then you're going to get those additional from what Steven shared with everyone on that premiere video as well. Look at some performance improvements. These are a lot more things running in the background, because we know, if you have been in the forums a lot or any of that sort, LMU is a very heavy program, and it's very graphic heavy, and it's one thing that we enjoy about this sim. So these background updates will, I believe what they're going to do is not put a huge strain on your system, having to render all these additional cars if they're sitting in the pit, and they're stalled in their pit stalls, if they're, you know, a couple other things to keep things running smoothly. We're going to have lower load times, and all that, so that we can enjoy this sim more properly and have more fun with it. So I think that will be perfect, especially for those of us who are running triples or running higher graphics cards, or even the lower graphics cards. You'll be able to enjoy the sim a lot more without having a huge strain on your system. Some additional improvements. Now, this one I just wanted to have a moment with. Now, in the additional improvement, I want you to really take a look at something. When he said in the original video, be on the lookout for some Easter eggs around this time of year. Now, with Easter eggs, I feel like we got to treat LMU like it's a Kendrick Lamar record video and look for the subtext within it. Now, in this additional improvement, really, he said that for broadcasters who utilize the service with LMU and hosted races, they'll be able to have the full World Endurance Championship overlay. But in the overlay, I don't know if you guys saw, it said safety car. Now, again, this is a formation lap, so, you know, it should just say formation lap, not just safety car. But I think that we're going to be getting safety cars in the near future. If not for daily races, definitely for online championship, and of course hosted races. So if that's the case, this will be perfect. And maybe some weekly and special events. Definitely, I see weekly special events, online racing, and hosted races that will have the safety car and full course yellows. That will change a lot of how a lot of us are reacting and driving within the sim. If we're getting that, perfect. A lot of us in the community will love to have the safety cars added into it. So if we're able to get that, perfect, let's go. Now, another improvement he did say is with that, I believe this goes back to the background improvements, the performance improvements, and maybe a little bit of the, you know, whatever they're doing on the back end on the system. If you're utilizing any special dashboard from SimHub or Lovely, or what I prefer to use, which is DNR, Daniel Newman Racing, if you see that the TC setting is saying 0 or null or whatever, we'll be able to now, I feel like this is coming, and if I'm wrong, hey, I'll eat that. But I feel like we're going to be able to get now on those dashboards, the TC mat, all that jazz on there, so that we don't have to try to look on the screen or make sure that we're subscribers to a lot of these systems. So for Lovely, and especially Lovely and Daniel Newman Racing. So especially we want to see those features, and if we can get those features applied to our DDUs on our wheels, we'll be all happy campers with that. So I think that, you know, LMU is in the right direction, and I know the teams at DNR and Lovely, they'll appreciate that, because their subscribers have been asking for it. So I can't wait for that. But with that being said, I think that's pretty much it. Again, March 31st, this goes live. I believe it will be 10 a.m. GMT. For us here in the States, that's 5 a.m. So if you happen to be off that day, or you're coming home from work, you know what time it is. You'll be able to jump on, have some fun, enjoy the new updates. And I guess I see you guys on the track. Let's have some fun. Look forward to racing with you guys. If you guys enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel, share it, turn on the notification bell, follow us on Instagram, RevLimit Racing. We have a team, a Discord team, not just a Discord team, but a team that we are still putting together. We're a group of guys who just love the race. We're here in the States, but we also got teammates in Southeast Asia. We have a few in Britain and stuff like that. So if you're looking to join a team, and we're not all aliens, we're pretty good, just consistent drivers. Join the team. Have fun with us. Enjoy. But more stuff to come, more content to come. Peace.